I am prepping for a bodybuilding show. I'm 14 weeks out right now, and I'm doing it completely natural in a natural division. I never saw myself doing this ever until a few months ago when I decided to pull the trigger on it. My name is Christian, and this is my first ever show. I'm super excited, but this has also been a very tough journey for me, as you can imagine. Bodybuilding is not easy. It takes a ton of discipline, and more discipline than I've ever had in my entire life. But so far, it's been all around beneficial, and this discipline has been spilling into every other part of my life. And so yeah, it's been great. And today is Sunday, and I actually get a refeed today. My calories have been down at around 1900 for the past 4 weeks, and today is my first ever refeed, which means my carbs are gonna go from 217 grams to 450 for today. So I'm super excited. I've been pretty hungry these past few weeks, so today is gonna be my first day where I feel like I can actually get full. We're also meal prepping today, but we'll save that for another video.
Hello, vlog.
Oh yeah, another thing that's pretty awesome is we're prepping together. Both of our first ever bodybuilding shows, and we're gonna do it together. She is 8 weeks out today, and I'm 14 weeks out. Super excited to be able to experience it together for the first time, and I'm excited to support her at her show, because if we decided to do the same show, I would be so focused on myself, she would be so focused on herself, it would kind of ruin the experience. She does not get a refeed today, unfortunately, no, so I will just be downing carbs in front of her face. All right, let's make some breakfast. We've got 120 grams of egg whites with a little bit of spinach, some cottage cheese, and 1 single whole egg, just to get a little bit more fats there. And then put it on top of an English muffin for some carbs. On normal days when I don't have a refeed, this is my breakfast here, plus some berries. Since it's a refeed day and I need to hit 450 grams of carbs, we made this freaking massive bowl of oatmeal. 80 grams of oats, vanilla, cinnamon, sugar-free syrup for a little bit more carb, 50 grams of blueberries, and then 100 grams of strawberries. So total macros of this meal, 709 calories, 106 grams of carbs, 13 grams of fat, 42 grams of protein. Very, very carb-heavy breakfast, but that's the point of the refeed today.
That's a big bowl. I
know.
You look like you're eating for 3.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
The berries help. Okay, and since it's a refeed day, I might as well tell you guys what this meal would normally be. So with just the little egg sandwich thing going on here and the berries, every other day, that would be 394 calories, 48 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, 32 grams of protein. It's normally a 400 calorie breakfast instead of a 700 calorie breakfast. But I'm so excited to actually feel full today. This is dense. This is like the most dense meal I've had in a long time. For those of you that may be new to bodybuilding and don't really know what a refeed is, same, I didn't know what one was just a few weeks ago, and here I am living it. With a quick ChatGPT search here, I learned that a refeed has a few different purposes. So it restores leptin, the hormone that regulates hunger and metabolism. So it basically tells your metabolism that, hey, we're not starving. You can go back to working at a normal function, at a normal speed, because when you cut for so long, your metabolism naturally starts to slow down. So it does that, and it also replenishes the muscle glycogen. Glycogen is carbs stored inside of your muscles to give your muscles energy and fullness. And so when you're on a crazy cut and super low carbs for so long, you start to lose that glycogen, which means your muscles look less full and you have a lot less energy in your muscles. And so having a refeed day where you can just pound freaking carbs is restoring that glycogen in your muscles, giving you more energy, and making your muscles look fuller, which is good because I feel like in these past 4 weeks, I've been getting pretty small. So I'm hoping this makes a big difference. And there's other things that helps you, like reduce muscle breakdown. Your body starts to use your muscle for energy when you're in such a deep cut, and so helps avoid that. And then there's the psychological benefits of not going fucking crazy because you're starving yourself. So this refeed's hopefully gonna help me out for like the next few weeks psychologically, hopefully. And the goal of this refeed was just to up carbs. So I'm trying to keep everything else the same, which has been kind of tough. The best way to do that is increasing oats, increasing rice, and potatoes. I'm gonna be upping those a lot today. But naturally with those, you're gonna go up in protein a little bit, but I'm gonna down this breakfast and then I'll catch you guys at the next meal. Damn, I just filmed a whole part for you guys and realized my mic wasn't even on that whole time. So let's redo it. I was gonna show you guys real quick the supplements that I take every morning. All of these supplements are from one company, Gains. I do work for this company. I'm their creative director, but even if I wasn't, I would be a diehard fan of this brand. All their supplements are completely natural, nothing artificial ever in them. They use whole food ingredients. We'll tell you straight up exactly what's inside every single supplement. We're not trying to hide anything. I take this guy here, Square One. It's a multivitamin, vitamin C. This vitamin C is awesome because it's not just ascorbic acid. It's made with actual fruits. Vitamin D3, K2. This is a product that we just dropped actually a couple weeks ago. Some test gain, help you boost your testosterone naturally. And then after every meal, we try to get a couple of these guys in. Total Digest helps you digest your food and actually absorb all the nutrients. And then normally I'll have a coffee in the morning, but this morning Bailey and I are about to go to a cars and coffee event. And so I'm just gonna bring some instantized creatine. So yeah, that's all I take every morning.
We just went to Dunkin' and got... I always mix them up. They're the same thing in my head.
No.
Actually, Dunkin' sucks. Dunkin' is booty cheeks, ass, wipe. It's not good. Dutch isn't that much better though, to be honest. But they have sugar-free syrup, so we were trying to give them a shot.
They have like 1,000 different sugar-free syrups. Starbucks only has one, sugar-free vanilla.
So the order that we got for our Dutch Bros was quad shot in a, what is this, a medium cup, small cup? Yeah, with a splash of almond milk and some sugar-free white chocolate macadamia nut syrup.
The reason mine is white is because Dutch Bros has white coffee, so their coffee beans are white, and then hers is just regular espresso beans. So it's interesting. It changes the taste a lot. It's a lot sweeter, not as bitter as like a regular coffee.
Mine's better.
I don't know exactly calorie-wise, but these should only be around like 20 to 30 calories. Honestly, it's probably less than that. Hi. Hi. Food time.
Yay!
What are you having?
Davinci creamy
Ooh.
peanut butter and raspberries.
Peanut butter and raspberries. We're on to meal 2. It is 9:30 p.m. This is around the same time that I have meal 2. Did I say p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh. It's 9:30 a.m. I don't know. Prep brain. Normally I would have my overnight oats, but today, since it's refeed, I need to up my carbs like crazy, so I can't have my overnight oats instead. Basically gonna be the same oats that I had this morning. Today's gonna be a lot of oats because I couldn't figure out how else to get more carbs in my day. So 80 grams of oats with a scoop of protein, and then I'm gonna add some berries in this one, which I don't normally do for this meal, but again, I need more carbs. All right, here we go. This one's way more enjoyable than this morning's oats because I was able to add protein to this one. So it's nice and chocolatey. Finally finished your creamy, 20 minutes later of blending. I made my oats faster than you made your creamy. This morning I actually forgot to bring my little supplement funnel of creatine to the event. So just added it to this coffee here. So for macros for this meal, we got 69 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fat, and 31 grams of protein. Not bad for 445 calories. But normally this meal would be my overnight oats. That one normally comes out to 291 calories, 33 grams of carbs, 7 fat, 26 protein. I can already feel from this morning's meal, normally I'm like getting super hungry. Coming up to meal number 2 around 9:30 p.m. or 8. I keep saying PM. Around 9:30 a.m. I'm usually feeling like super hungry, getting like kind of hangry. But today I noticed that I wasn't like checking the clock every 2 seconds, like, oh, when's the next meal? Very dense bowl of oats here. You wanna show them what you're eating?
Sure, I'll show them really quick. I have some berries and a Ninja Creamy with peanut butter. And I'm gonna eat it because I'm hungry.
Also, that cars and coffee event we went to was for a brand called Iron Will. That's a local apparel company. And picked up this bad boy, this shirt, and this sick necklace here. These are actually the first things I've ever purchased from them, and we'll probably be getting more. Bailey's obsessed with it.
He looks so fucking hot. Look at his muscles. They look so good.
The quality is insane. The design is so sick. And then they top it off with this like metal emblem at the bottom here. So nice. I can't wait to pick up more of these. It sure is dope.
You ready to go?
Yeah. It's 12:30. These past few hours we've been at Costco buying everything we need to meal prep today. I also just swapped out some headlights on my truck. It's time for meal number 3 of the day. This was meal prepped last Sunday. It's 125 grams of rice, 5 ounces of chicken breast, and 70 grams of broccoli. But I need to add a shit ton of rice to this for my refeed. So we're going from 125 grams of rice and doubling it to 250. So this is gonna be a very hearty meal. Macros are 70 carbs, 2 fat, and 37 protein. Last thing I like to do is just top off the rice and chicken with some green chilies and some Cholula. A little extra spice. Boom. There you go. She's a beauty. And that is a shit ton of rice. So good. Oh my god. I made that really fucking spicy. I almost forgot. I had one more thing I like to add to this meal, and it is lettuce. Normally I add a shit ton of lettuce to this meal just to make it feel more filling. Don't totally need it for this one because this is gonna be a lot more filling, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I actually really like the taste of having the lettuce on it. Top it off. There you go. That's a freaking bodybuilder meal if I've ever seen it.
One day, till one doesn't.
Meal gone. Me full. Her passed out. I actually wanted to chat with you guys really quick while Bailey's napping. Just want to talk about what it's been like doing prep as a couple. We kind of had a talk before we both decided to start prepping. We would never let this prep like actually affect our relationship because like little tiny things that could irritate you about your partner, when you're in prep, they irritate you way more and that makes it a lot harder. But she's 6 weeks ahead of me in prep, and so she has a lot less energy than I do. I still feel pretty good. I'm still going out playing pickleball with friends and doing like team workouts and things like that that aren't on my plan. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have the energy to actually do those things. She has been struggling a bit with her energy, so I just have to be there for her and be patient with her. Simple things like bending over to pick up a package at the front door has been tougher for her. And we know it's gonna be really hard once we're both in that state as we both get closer to our shows. So I would love to hear in the comments if any of you guys are looking to do prep with a partner, or even if you're not doing it with a partner, if you're thinking about doing a bodybuilding show on your own. Comment down below, hit me up on Instagram. Like I would love to chat about it. You know, it's a crazy thing that we're doing. A lot of people don't understand it, so I would just love to chat and meet people who really do understand and know how big of a lifestyle change and commitment this is. Again, comment below, shoot me a DM. Would love to chat. All right, we are officially done meal prepping. That took about 3 hours. Everything's done. All the meals for the week, except breakfast. Breakfast is like the only thing that we actually cook throughout the week. Here's the fridge. So here we have all of my dinners. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of Bailey's dinners. The other 6 of Bailey's dinners here. Down here we got all of my lunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then these ended up being some extra chicken. Up here we got berries, yogurts, Oikos 000. I switched to these last week. But then I decided to switch back just because these ended up being 140 calories. These ones are only 90 calories, so I figured I'd save those extra 50 calories and use them elsewhere because they are basically the same to me. This drawer is Bailey's lunches. So she makes ground turkey and then she'll pair that with some rice. Oh, fridge is freaking out. I will also use some of this rice for one of my meals every day with extra chicken. I have chicken and rice twice a day, steak and potatoes once. Breakfast is the eggs. One of my extra meals is the yogurt and rice cakes. Also, I've literally never been a soda drinker. I completely cut soda out like sometime in high school. And then just in the last few months, I have brought soda back into my diet just to keep me sane. Of course, 0 sugar, 0 calories. It is artificial sweeteners, but I gotta have something. I gotta have something to keep me sane. I totally forgot. I did not prep one of my meals, my overnight oats. I gotta do that right now, which it's actually time for me to have my 4th meal of the day, which again is oats. So excited. Just like my bowl earlier, 80 grams of oats, cacao powder, vanilla, sugar-free syrup, berries, cinnamon. All right, another bowl of oats. I'm over oats today, honestly. This is a lot. This is my 3rd giant bowl of oats today.
Well, remember saying that when you're starving.
I know.
8 weeks and you're wishing you had another bowl of oats.
I'm just like trying to flavor it well, and it's been bland. I added
Complainer.
gosh, I added cacao powder to this one. Let's see how it tastes.
It's cocoa.
Cacao.
It's not cacao. Is there a W at the end of it?
No, but it's
It's cocoa.
cacao powder. That made a big difference. That's pretty bomb. It's AO, cacao.
Kale?
Cacao powder.
I guess. Yeah.
This is actually the best bowl of oats I've made today. And this isn't even the one with the protein powder in it. This video has just been me eating oats this whole fucking time. This is my last bowl of oats for the day. This is how every Sunday is for us. 4 or 5 hours of meal prep, a little bit of laying around and laundry and other chores. Yeah, I think our first time meal prepping took us probably, what, 6 hours?
The whole day. Yeah, 6 hours.
It was a really long time. But it's honestly so worth it. Like, we used to cook a dinner every day, and that took like an hour to cook dinner every day. So multiply that by 7, that's 7 hours in a week just on dinner. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, it's time saving.
You guessed it, another meal. Meal number 5, dinner. 5 ounces of sirloin steak, 12 ounces of potatoes. That's just for today. Normally I'm at 6 ounces, 80 grams of broccoli, a little bit of A1 sauce, and Bailey and I have really been liking this stuff. It's a G. Hughes sugar-free sweet chili. Potatoes and chicken, it is really good with. This one for the potatoes, this one for the steak. Macros on this meal, 63 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fat, 50 grams of protein. So this one's a pretty protein heavy meal. And sirloin steak is a freaking hack to kind of get away from chicken. Chicken gets pretty old. Sirloin steak, super low in fat. Like literally 5 ounces of steak was 43 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 7 fat. Like that's great macros. So if you need a break from chicken, sirloin is a solid choice. On weekdays, this will be our last meal of the day because we hit the gym pretty late on weekdays, but today is a rest day, no gym. And so we moved dinner up to 6:30 p.m. so that at 9:30 p.m. we can have our last meal be something a little sweeter. So Bailey's gonna have a Ninja Creamy. I'm gonna switch things up a little bit today. I originally was gonna have another bowl of oatmeal, but decided to go a different route with it. And yeah, I'll just keep that as a surprise. You guys will see what meal I got cooking up, literally. The time has come. It is 9 p.m. Time for my 6th and final meal of the day, the end of my refeed. Until next time. Here's what we got to work with. I know it looks like I'm about to have my 18th bowl of oats, but I'm not. For my final meal and my last bit of carbs for the day, we're still using oats, but we're gonna make a different kind of breakfast food. Meal of the day, a little protein oat pancakes with some chocolate brownie whey drizzle, or what do you call it, drip? Whey drip on top as my syrup. Let's go to try. I've never made this before. I actually had to trash it the first time because I completely made it wrong and the pancakes weren't rising correctly.
What did you forget?
That was pretty good. It's like obviously like a healthy pancake. Not like amazing like a regular pancake, but for like a high protein meal, that's pretty good. And I've been needing a dessert that isn't oats. So good way to end the night. It probably looks like we've been sitting in the same spot all day. I promise we've gone up and done shit today. It was actually a pretty productive day. We just happen to always come and sit in the same spot when we have a meal. It's like 5 calories. You like it?
Yeah, I haven't tasted flavor like that in a long time. That has a lot of flavor.
I'm gonna need to lick this plate clean because I gotta get all that protein from that chocolate. Thanks for hanging out with me on my first vlog. I'm excited to continue doing this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me eat a bunch of carbs. The next vlog, I'll probably take you guys on one of my lifts. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I am 14 weeks out of my first ever bodybuilding show, and I have no clue still like what I'm getting myself into. If you guys want to see more of this journey, this prep, what it's like to do this as a couple,
Subscribe,
and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.